You know, the KKK guy, and I can just smell that coming on.
Okay, so that's why we're back in the House of Rabs tonight, because we got my laptop straightened up. And why did I bring that up? Because
You've been doing some research.
I finally had a chance to do research because I wasn't in the library. You know, it's so hard. It's so hard.
So hard to look at porn when you're in the library.
You can't download any good porn in the
kids around.
This place is crawling with
like,
frimmies in there too.
Yeah, it's just like you just can't be free. You can't be yourself.
No, you can't. You know,
it's like I got to be me.
Yeah. Okay, so I had a chance.
I wonder if anyone's ever dropped trow in there.
That's disgusting. You're a sick individual. You're a sick individual. You are sick.
Trow. Like, you know, the librarians would be really nice and say, "Excuse me, sir, you can't do that here."
Yeah, because you don't. When you sign the agreement, it doesn't say like you're gonna. You know, you can't do that. So. Right. You could have a case. You could have a legal case.
I mean, there's some pretty freaky people who go there. I mean, a lot of homeless. Can't they pass a law that say homeless people who haven't bathed that day can't go in the library? I mean, I would definitely support that kind of law. I don't think anyone that smells...
It's going to come back to bite you. You're going to end up homeless and in there one day, and I'm going to be the guy going, "You stink! Get out of here! You stink!"
A lot of people think like I dress like a homeless man, so...
No, I think tonight you
dress
like one of the Blues Brothers.
I put on my best jacket. Oh, I was going out with this girl, and to her friend she calls me Zizi.
Zizi. Easy Zizi.
Easy Zizi.
Easy Zizi.
I am pretty easy.
Yes, you are.
I don't know if she respects me.
Okay.
Oh, she looked up my Wikipedia entry.
Did she honor your offer?
And so she looked up my Wikipedia entry and she said I had some explaining to do. So I kind of had to...
She said her Rebbitzin is not impressed with your wiki.
Yeah. She says it's too long.
Yeah. It competes with my 60-inch? Okay, let's keep going.
I'm talking Torah here.
Okay, so what's going on here? So I had a chance to research this week. Stop interrupting me when I'm trying to get to something important, okay? Okay, so I had a chance to research this week. And we were talking about the Rubashkin case. And there's a series of videos, and there's like 5 videos on YouTube. And because it's like an hour talk that there was a talk. And it's called the Unity Talk. Have you ever seen this? Ever watched this? And the defense attorney, his name is Nathan Lewin. What?
I'll just give you a quickie. He's a member of this shul in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah?
Whose rabbi, Shmuel Hutzfeld, has like led the fight against agro-processors. So he and his rabbi have had like a back and forth in like the Jewish press.
Oh, really? Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's good stuff.
It's like whenever I try to do that, I just got thrown out of shul. So I'm kind of like, wow, this guy's got some cojones. Like, he got away with it. And like, now, how come he got away with it? And,
I hate to say why. Maybe it's because he gives a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't write on the porn industry.
But you gave money too, and they gave it back to you.
They did.
We don't want your money
here. They said
here.
It was stained.
Okay, so there's this attorney Nathan Lewin who gave a talk. It's called the Unity event in New York City, and it was like the day after Rubashkin got sentenced. Mm-hmm. And he spoke. He was the defense attorney, and he explained like how, in his words, it was such an egregious sentence, and the whole process from step one of investigating him and saying that there was something wrong with Rubashkin, and even bringing an indictment, and then the charges against him, and the whole thing, he said, was a mockery of justice. Mm-hmm. And a
keep going
fabrication of the truth. And he makes like a whole thing, and I was going to say, you know what, because we're talking about this Rubashkin thing now for 3 weeks in a row now, right? And I'm thinking like people don't know like what it is, because they've like all they've heard is like, oh, the guy got sentenced. They don't know the whole story. So I'm thinking, do the research yourself, and it might be worthwhile for people to watch this. I really got a lot out of it. Google the following: Attorney Nathan Lewin.
I'll just put it on my blog.
Part 1 at Rubashkin Unity event in New York City. Okay, so I don't need to repeat that, because if you didn't catch all that, just replay this tape tomorrow when you're watching it, and just like replay it until you have it. And then you Google that and watch the 5 videos. It's very interesting. You have anything you want to add on that?
Yeah, speaking of attorney Nathan Lewin, I get this like cascade of women who like contact me on Facebook get
Yeah.
information about conversion to Judaism, to Orthodox Judaism. And they all say, "Oh, Rabbi Rab sent me." So it's like, oh, great, another woman, some hot woman approaching me on Facebook, like wanting information about conversion to Orthodox Judaism.
That's actually happened. This is not a false story.
Yeah,
I send people to him. I do send people to him. Yeah.
And it's you and Rav Elyashiv.
We work together.
I think you've actually sent me more than Rav Elyashiv.
Right.
In fact, I know you've sent me more than Rav Elyashiv, but not as many as Avadia Yosef has sent me. Anyway,
Okay.
so these women say, "Oh, I'm interested in converting to Orthodox Judaism.
Mhm.
Rabbi Rab sent me and told me to talk to you." So I reply back, "Well, I've written a lot about it. Google it." And then they respond, "Oh, that sounds very impersonal." So it's not that they're seeking information about how to convert to Orthodox Judaism or what's it like to convert to Orthodox Judaism. What they all want is their handheld and like for you to listen to their story and to be like supportive and nurturing and to bond with them and like share their emotions. And
Well, let's simplify some of this. Let's cut some corners. Is there like a specific blog that you've written that gives all your opinions on it?
yeah,
Then give me that blog,
Yeah.
right? And I'll bookmark it and I'll say, hey, go to this guy's this. If you have any more questions, contact him directly.
yeah. But it's funny, like it's isn't that a woman for you? Like they say, "Oh, I'm interested in doing X." But what they really want to talk about is not X. They want to talk about their feelings about X. And they want to like give you the whole Megillah and tell you like, "Oh, I feel so overwhelmed." Like, "Oh, just this process doesn't seem very nurturing." And like, "Where are the spiritual highs in going through these hoops?" And well, when I was a kid, I always felt like I was Jewish. And do you ever feel intimidated or do you ever feel scared or
Right.
I'm wondering if this is really right for me, and do you think this is right for me?
Okay, keep going.
And so, as my viewers know, there's nobody more emotionally nurturing and supportive than Luke Ford and Levi Ben Abraham. But like even I sometimes grow a little short-tempered,
Okay.
but I just find it wonderful learning about the complexities of the female species. So
I don't think you can make gross rational. We talked about this before.
Well, I've made a lot of gross generalizations.
I
on
make it
this
like,
show.
oh Jesus, have you? But this is like one of the most gross because you're judging like all women and saying like this is germane, this is inherent in the female species that they tend to want nurturing more than they want facts. And I say that is crap. That is absolute crap. You can't make a statement like that and paint all women like that. I don't even believe you can paint the majority of them like that. And that's what I have to say.
Just apply a little body
unless
paint.
you bring me statistics. Do you have statistics for this? Do you have?
Yeah, I've had 3 women contact me in the last month.
3,
all
and let's see.
this.
There are 3 billion women on the planet who could potentially convert to become a Jew, and 3 of them have. Therefore, you have your subset.
Oh, that seems very impersonal. Like when I say Google it. I mean, can you think of anything more supportive and nurturing than to tell someone Google it? Like I had a girlfriend.
I think it's rude to say to somebody to Google it.
I had a girlfriend.
Wait a second. Rabbi Rab sends them over there, like, hey, go talk to Levi. She's like, hey, Levi, Rabbi Rabs is like the coolest rabbi around.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like this guy deserves
yeah.
his own star on the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Like, I have like huge crush on him, and what I really want is I want to become Jewish so I can
Yeah.
go out with Rabbi
Yeah,
Rabs, right?
yeah.
And like he's recommended you, and I don't know you, but like your beard's like a little weird, like you seem like ZZ Top to me, like a bad Blues Brothers on a bad day, right? So I'm thinking I'll contact this guy, and like he can set me up because Rabbi Rabs recommends
Yeah,
him, right?
yeah.
So like I'll blow past the wiki, which is
Yeah.
like questionable,
Yeah.
but because Rabbi Rabs, it's like you go over there and it's like you're expecting like, oh, Rabbi Rabs is such a cool guy, I'll help you out. What do you need to know? Oh, here's how it worked for me. Here's what I advised you, and you just say, Google it, bitch. And she's like, you got anything more to say? Yeah, leave me the fuck alone.
I don't use F words, and I didn't say the word bitch. I just said Google it. And I had a girlfriend, and she would get quite annoyed with me. Because she'd often ask me questions about my life or about
Okay.
the world, and I'd say, Google it. Because I've written about it.
Is this the same one with the dog?
Yeah, she had a little dog.
Okay.
And once she wanted me to take it for a walk, so I took it for a walk, but I wasn't really watching, and the dog wasn't feeling well. So the dog actually wasn't walking. I was just like dragging it down the street.
Oh, she must have hated that.
She wasn't too